To do a second try because kind engaging. This is what happens when you know, actually are late. Things tend to then not go as you wanted. Why, you might wonder? Nobody really knows. It's just one of, the laws. The laws of the jungle. Or something like that. But this time everything seems to be working, which I find very much pleasing, very much more pleasing. You go away. You stay where you are. You go away, kitty, because you are not welcome right now. Then, perchance, perhaps, we might be able to play a game. Yes. I know. Awesome plan so far. So let's see if things actually tend to work. Seems to be doing something. Oh, let's get inside and do some playing and hope for the best, basically. Nice. Now, what were we doing? Right, we were looking for clues to finding bandits and their hideout, the sky bandits in this case. And we've decided that, well, go away for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, he's fucking annoying today, isn't he? Pain in the ass. What was that? Right. And we have, through some mystical means, decided that going down to Valeria Link and looking for clues there shall be our path, which we shall now do. It's a little bit down, I know. It was kind of out of time by the time I saved that, I was kind of out of time. And also kind of came with the opportunity to actually save in a position where potentially I could go back and make myself a bit more money if I shall desire so. Which, mind you, I do not. Shut up, kitty, for fuck's sake. This is the North Shore of Valeria Lake. It certainly seems peaceful and quiet around here. The inn doesn't look too shabby either. I've stayed here once before when I was in the area on another job. The wine's great, the rooms are nice, pretty much what you would expect from a place like this. Too bad it isn't a pleasure trip. You mean it's not? I, at least, intend to toss my cares to the wind for a while. I'm taking cat naps in a rocking boat by day and filling my belly with food and wine by night. Heaven. This is what a vacation is all about. Everybody's like, Come on everyone, I was just joking. We can enjoy vacation anytime, but that was the only time we can enjoy taking care of some would-be thieves. Even I, Olivier Lenheim, know enough to get my priorities straight. I don't think this has anything to do with enjoyment or not. Well, whatever. As long as he does his share of the work, he's here to do. Let's see if we can find the old man staying here that loves fishing. He guessed that he saw some suspicious individuals here 2 nights ago, right? Can't be that hard to find him. But of course, as usual, we are actually going to try and avoid talking to him, because before that, I'm going to talk to everybody else. Being the little talkative person I am, I've decided that talking to people is good. Oh, an old man. Man with pole. Could I ask you something? Oh, he's not responding at all. He must be really into his fishing. This was a fisherman he looks like, huh? Seemed like a unique breed. Not as unique as you, huh? That's for sure. Man seems to be concentrating on his fishing. To the point of ignoring the poor people talking to him. That's not very nice. I mean, I was fishing like 2 times in my life. I'm probably not a good judge here, but as far as I can remember, there was no point where I needed that much concentration. Maybe I did it wrong. If you're afraid of babysitting, the Maple Leaf Inn in Size, my favorite places to stay. Okay, okay, if you say so. My mother and I come here every year on vacation around this time. It's a tradition in our family. My mother seems to look forward to it every time. I feel bad for my father though, as he always gets left behind. Maybe he makes his own little cool vacation thingy. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Please let me know if you would like to stay. I mean, the good thing is, I technically speaking don't think there are that many people here to speak to, so we can probably deal with this in a reasonable amount of time. For once. Also, nice soundtracks too. I do love it. There's such a nice and quiet theme going on. You're my main suspect. Talk to me, boy. Welcome to the Kingfisher Inn. Are you all here to stay? Let's see. Yes and no. How should I put it? Oh, we are here looking for a certain someone. Is there a guest staying here who loves to fish? Well, pretty much everybody who stays here loves to fish. Yeah, we heard he was a friend of the old man who stayed here yesterday. You have a clue who that might be? Oh, we're talking about Old Man Kuwano. Talking about his fishing buddy, then I think you must mean Lloyd. Lloyd. That is a professional angler who came all the way here from the Royal City. Seems as though he's a member of the Fisherman's Guild there. Sounds like a pretty amazing guy. So you're saying he's that old man fishing up back? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one you're talking about. I might be able to get his attention if you got his name out, read it out. Okay. Lloyd, he's out dropping a line somewhere, of course. Remember right, he should be out by the back pier. Yes, but I'm talkative. That means I'm running around and talking to people. Just in case somebody comes up with something new and it's like, wow. Oh, for fuck's sake, I can't yawn. But for some bloody reason my nose has decided to hurt. And whenever I do something that's trenchant, it hurts. For some bloody reason, I don't know why. Just suddenly, boop. Now you're hurting. Such a royal pain. And the man with the pole is still quiet. Excuse me. You the man named Lloyd, who's from the Royal City. Whoa, he's really focused. He's tuned out everything out of his mind but fishing. It looks like this is where my skill comes into play. What are you? Just sit back and enjoy. Olivia leaned over, and with a smile that left all kinds of things up to interpretation, blew into the man's ear. Oh my goddess. Yeah, that would be precisely my reaction when I'm sitting down quietly, peacefully, not, just like this, doing my thing. Looking forward, concentrating a bit on what I'm doing. Suddenly some asshole, I'd probably punch him in the face. Who are you kids? And where do you come from? That was a dirty trick to play on him, Olivia. Yeah, that was pretty low. How do you do this evening, good sir? I tried coming out to you a moment ago. You could see that, like a true professional. Your attention was fixed upon your task. You're Lloyd, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. But how did you know my name? I heard from a certain old man about you. If you have some time you could spare to speak with us. I see, so you heard from Mr. Kuwano, did you? Yeah, I saw that strange pair about 2 nights ago. I knew it. We'll get you to fill us in on a little more on the details. I got it. Are you bracers or something? Is this someone related to some sort of crime? I can't say for sure, but there just appear to be a possibility. Gotcha. I guess I'll do what I can to help you out. It was the other night when I was out fishing on a boat. I was returning to the inn, dead tired after a day of battling it out with the Lex Guardian. It got late into the night, and it was about time when everyone at the inn was asleep in their beds. Now hold on a minute. What do you mean by this Lex Guardian? Oh shit. I'm glad you asked. Yeah, me neither. The Guardian is a giant salmon that swims the murky depths of Valeria Lakes. It has been the feared king of the waters among fishing lovers for over a decade. Shouldn't have asked. It looks like you've thrown a lock onto the maniac's fire. Is it really that huge of a fish, like you say? You bet your last mirror it is, and I've been chasing the damn thing for the last 5 years of my life. Comes and goes in different parts of Valeria Lake, and changes its feeding spots on a whim. I found a buddy of mine that had appeared in these parts, so I came running from the Royal City. That is what I call passion. I completely understand where you're coming from. When I find something I like, I stop at nothing until I get hold of it. For example, a bottle of Grand Chardonnay and such. In your case, steel. it was more accurate. Cool. How about we get back to your story? Ah, so right. What happened when you came back from fishing that night? Oh, right. I returned the boat and was on my way into the inn, when I saw an odd couple head out onto the road from the grounds behind the building. Onto the road, in the middle of the night. Yep, no doubt about it. They headed out on the new Ansel path. At first I thought they were a group of people visiting from the city, heading back home. But it was way too late for something like that. When I asked at the inn the next day, nobody knew a thing about it. Thought maybe I'd seen a couple of ghosts or something then. Ghosts? Yes. The ghosts that come out here. Just so you know, that two I saw were a young couple. Might have been lost two souls who committed a double suicide after not being accepted by those around them. Not them anymore. Oh, they said it's afraid of ghosts. Guild is doomed. Not to mention her habit of always wanting to hear more ghost stories and abuse stuff. No, isn't your being scared attractive in its own right, Estelle? Not sexy, but cute nonetheless. Like a little kitten shivering in the cold. You'd better watch out, cause this little kitten bites. Well, I was just kidding about the ghost part. But the couple did in fact seem to be one with a purpose and reason. Say this, because the girl was wearing some rather odd clothing. What do you mean by that? I only saw her from behind, so I couldn't say for sure. It looked to me like she was wearing some kind of school uniform. Oh shit, for fuck's sake. School uniform? That couldn't be. Yeah, it wasn't from the General's Royal Academy, was it? Oh, you really know your stuff, kid. You betcha. Niece goes there as well, and it looked exactly the same as the one she was. I see. This whole event just got a lot more interesting. So, I know it's that light tomboy for sure, says the tomboy. We're finally onto her trail. But, she's an acquaintance of yours. Don't worry about it. Tell the two of them not to fret and rush into anything they'll regret later on. If your mind isn't failing me, I could have sworn they said something about coming again tonight. Is that true? Yep, we'll be back here in 2 days, that's what the young man said. Don't seem rather serious. I couldn't help but think on it. Well, that's understandable. We appreciate the valuable information. Just leave the rest up to us. We won't let them get into any more trouble than they already are. Oh, see, that's a relief to hear. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders now. Now that it is off my chest, I feel like taking a boat out and fishing again. So, there's no time to lose. I'll leave you youngings to your work. Nice. Man, I don't even measure up when it comes to that fishing net. He mentioned something about a fisherman's guild too. That kind of group that is. Was this guy involved with the missing airline incident exactly? If you don't mind telling me, that is. Well, in a nutshell, they were explained that they encountered Josette and Roland. I see. It seems to be the person in question, alright. Which means that tonight is the night, huh? Yeah. Looks like we should probably get a room, just in case. Going to be in for a late night tonight. Alright, let's go ask the receptionist about a room. And go fishing. I mean, I did remember the old man going like fishing. There was, I remember there's also apparently an achievement for fishing 10 times the Valeria Lake. No, technically speaking, if you look at the map, where's my map? Not this map. This map. As you can see, Valeria Lake is rather big. It is the central lake of all of the Liberal Kingdom. So there is more than one place where you can get to, well, Valeria Lake. I'm just going to assume, because I remember that fishing part is going to be here, so... Let's see if I actually aptly named this episode or not. You're going to find out one way or another, I suppose. Nothing else around. Okay. That Lloyd fellow who came from the royal city is an odd apple. Seems that if you try to talk to him while he's fishing, he completely tunes you out. He's a rather friendly gent if you meet him during dinner, though. Just a man of his profession, you could say. I wonder if I should bring my husband here next year. He always stays at home to watch the house while I'm gone. I'm kind of sorry for him. But my daughter and I bonding, just the two of us, isn't a bad thing either. Honestly, just on Yes, but I'm pretty sure your husband is going to be well and truly happy just being at home alone for a while. It's a bit of... actually, I read a nice little article about it a while ago in... I was the dentist and I had to read a so-called, well, woman's magazine, I suppose. It was about how the classical man cave is still a thing and that men still kinda tend to, you know, keep to themselves. And basically how men create with full intent barriers around them so they don't have to interact with, you know, the broader family. Which is technically speaking not completely untrue. And they also mentioned that it is not technically speaking something they do out of, you know, mean spirit or something. Kinda interesting. But yeah, men have a tendency to, you know, when they actually are off the clock and to stay as far away from interacting with others unnecessarily. Apart, of course, from when they choose so willingly, usually during such nice things as, you know, grilling shit and running around with a nice little wagon on Father's Day full of beer and other people going like, yay, for celebration! I also drink a beer. Yeah. Oh, and of course, if you're in German, there would be football. There's always gotta be football. Yeah. Amongst the many things you can always count on football around here. And I do mean football and not the... you can say many great things about the Americans, yes, but you can't really call them practical, now can you? Calling a sport that you do not play with your bloody football is just the typical height of, yes, Americans. Let's not go there. Are you able to meet Lloyd? If you like what you see here at the inn, now please stay for the night. Just had a cancellation, so I have an open room. Nice. Timing, my friends, very important. Also, as you might have seen, I was a bit late. There are two reasons for that in particular. One, when I actually finally started, I had a bit of a problem where my... I don't know. My internet, my software, something wanted to screw around with me, which was a bit of a pain, so I had to restart again. Which is what you're seeing now. And before that, I actually had to do some more extra work because, you know, actually speaking, there are two things I realized over the years of working, you know. There's an absolute minimum amount of work that I need to do every week so that things keep going. Now, I experimented with this in the past. It's not really reasonable to do it in one day. I can technically try to do that, but that's going to be sloppy, which means corrections will have to be made later on when I have to give the monthly stuff over to the tax guy, which is a pain for me, because that means that I have then an assload more work. And it's all going to drain me really because that takes an assload of time, so the next day is going to be horrible. So usually I pace it like I'm doing a bit every day. Now if I want to have more time on Saturday, so we can, you know, have a bit of a long play, and kind of have to compensate on Thursday and Friday for that. A bit, at least. I'm still cautiously optimistic that we can actually have fun on Saturday. This Saturday, at least. Will you be staying here with us tonight? Yeah, the plane. Hold on still. If there's anything that we haven't taken care of, we'd better do it now. I want to head back to Booze after we've gotten a room. Yes, you're right. You know what, I'm going to make a save here, and we're going to play this scene. And should I then remember something horrible, like, shit, I should have done that, I'll do that off screen, so you will not even see me running around like an idiot and doing idiotic shit. Clever, eh? Generally speaking, though, there shouldn't be. We have done so far pretty much everything. I mean, really. Yeah, get a room. Alright then. Please come with me. I'll show you to your room. Nice. Honestly, I wonder what that is costing. I mean, the room itself is pretty basic. You've got your beds, you've got your chairs and desk and the drawer and a few books, which is probably just, you know, the usual stuff you find there. Like, it's going to be either material for vacation reading, so, you know, some light books or something about the area, basically. Honestly, that's more than enough, isn't it? It's your valuable staying. I'll leave you here, so please relax until dinner is served. Nice, dinner inclusive. It's quite a nice room. It has a certain atmosphere that you just don't find back in the city. Yeah, it's great, huh? Not that expensive either. Nice. What to do now? How about we relax until it gets dark? What a nice idea. I'm more than happy to do just that. It's really okay to take it easy. Rest when you can. It's part of a bracer's job too. This is our free time. Let's enjoy a meal, take a stroll, or something else. I'm absolutely for that. Well, we're going to split up now. Ah, what a picturesque view. We saw this view already, but okay. Entire lake looks like it's glowing. Too bad we can't see the royal city on the opposite shore because of the haze. From here, it's easy to tell that this is the biggest lake in the kingdom. This lake is like a fisher's dream come true. But it'd be a blast to throw a line in those waters. Then how about it? Might be a nice change of pace for you. Yeah, maybe I will. What are you going to do, Joshua? Me? Let's see. There's a book I've been meaning to read, so maybe I'll just sit in that chair and relax. How old are you again? Only Jesus the word, sitting back and relaxing. Young boys are supposed to get out and move their bodies. I'll leave that part to you, says the young boy to the young girl. Sometimes you can be such a drag. Oh well, should hurry up and decide on a fishing spot. Somewhere around the pier looks like it might be a lucky spot for bites. Okay. I do love Estelle. She's a cutie, isn't she? Small little cutie. Also. Don't think I can't fucking hear you going after my fucking plants. You have not been starving for days. You have not been starving for hours. In fact, going by your fucking stomach, you are not starving at fucking all. Stop eating my plants. For fuck's sake, yeah. Do excuse me. Kitty has been somewhat perturbed by my tendency to sit here at a prolonged time and deciding that yes, work is more important than him. He has taken some offense with that and has decided to piss about for like 2 hours now. I will compliment his endurance, but for fuck's sake, can he be fucking annoying like you would believe it? I've got some good fishing today, so please look forward to your meals. Nice. We got new dialogue everywhere. And people talking. Sherazad and Ulva having a drink of chilled fruit wine together. Oh boy. Hey Shara, should you start drinking again when it's only noon? No matter how light the liquor is, drinking too much is bad for your health, right? Don't worry, this stuff is just like water. Still, sometimes we all need to take a breath. I understand your concern for Shara, but you can leave her to me. Actually, Shara's not the one I'm concerned about. And Olivia's like, eh? You will understand soon, young man. I invited Shara for a friendly drink, and she readily agreed. Seems as though she's finally been taken in by my charm. That brash self-confidence may cost you your life. If she gets wasted, I'll be the one to take good care of her. It's scary how much she doesn't know. Not a very likable scenario though. I have yet to meet a woman who... No, that is technically untrue. I do know one who can. Technically speaking, hold the liquor quite well. Just not compared to some of the more heavier drinkers I know in the... male part of acquaintances. There are some people there who just fucking don't get drunk. But literally not. It's probably a good mix of experience, pacing, and other such nonsense, but some of those people really don't, which then always begs the point that I like to make. If you're not getting drunk, why are you drinking? You could quite literally just drink water. It costs less. Take a bit of fruit inside there, you know, some apple juice or something, and you have a multitude of tastes, and it's still cheaper than alcohol, isn't it? Heck, if you don't get some drunkenness out of the liquor, then what are you fucking drinking liquor for? By the way, Stanley, what happened to Yosha? Did he dump you or something? Yeah, actually he did. Really? I invited him to come fishing with me, but he brushed me off for a book. Don't you think that's a little cold-hearted? Well, that's it. Had me going there for a minute. Misunderstandings in life. Guess you've liked fishing ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? You know, it's usually a hobby for boys. It shouldn't matter if I'm a boy or not. I like the things I like. True. That is actually a very true statement. Then again, you can see some trends going on. I mean, there will always be more boys liking fishing than girls, probably. Is that a bad thing, though? Honestly? I don't think so. That too shouldn't matter. Like playing with dolls. I can remember from my own childhood that I never ever had fun with that. So was someone... Yeah, I was a very active child. Also because we know there wasn't really much around yet you could do. Consoles came up a bit later, so... When I was young and the TV was basically, you know, the adults' territory, so I kind of was forced to go out and have fun with the other kids if I wanted to or not. Lack of alternative. I was a very little popular kid, I remember that. Got a bit less popular though as a teenager. It's interesting, I was a very extroverted kid. Got a bit more introverted as a teenager and then found a good middle ground. I believe so as an adult. Yes, I shall believe so with all of my heart. People come here to enjoy fishing. If you would like to borrow a fishing pole, we can loan you one, so all you need to do is ask. Nice, but how do I trigger that? Then again, there's still Joshua to talk to, so... Hey Joshua! And you're going fishing. That pier looks like a nice spot. Why do you try too, Joshua? You're not so bad yourself, you know? Just not as good as you. I think I'll just sit here and watch all the fishing practice has paid off. Honestly, you must have at least some positive feelings first, then otherwise it would be like, I'm gonna fish you in the ground, bitch. Yes, this looks like very good. Most definitively the best spot. Now let's see about casting a few lines. And now, I don't have a fishing pole. You don't insist. I wonder if somebody at Din has a spare I can borrow. Yes, they have. I do love it. Also, they did have a few different faces for Estelle to make, so that too is a kinda nice touch. I'll give him that much. You know, at small details like this. I mean, technically speaking, it's not needed to tell a great story, nor make a great game, interestingly enough. Everything is basically optional. A nice soundtrack? Definitely a plus. Is it a must-have? No. Small little details in your graphics, changing faces, voice lines, all of that nonsense. Yes. I always wonder though, what is the core? What do you need at your core so that it will become a good game, no matter what else you add or leave out? A bit hard to answer that one, isn't it? Well, that is one of those things, you know. There's some fishing pushing pots. Vicky near, aren't I? Yes, I am. I'm like, how do I fish? Oh, right, I'm using my pot. Oh, wait, I don't have a pot. Also, I do not see an... Actually, technically, we don't see much of an ass here to follow along. Technically, we are still following a female. Just a very different female from compared to a, you know, to be. That Derriere is a lot more pleasing than what I see. Quite a different story. Hello, lady, again. We have a fishing pole like which borrow. Yes, of course we do. Right over here, they're free to use for anyone watching here. Wow, really? Score. Nice. I borrowed a progressive rod. Yes, this reminds me of a joke I heard a while ago. And, a bit of a, you know, the more raunchy kind. And, yeah. Progressive rod. Yeah, pretty nice rod to be loaning out to everyone. Alright then, I'll put it to good use. Please enjoy yourself. I shall. Let's see. Any particular fishing spots I should be aware of? Well, small island close by where you can catch a lot of fish. I'd say that around the pier is the most highly recommended spot. The lakebed has quite a few hidey spots there for the fish. So there are a lot of them swimming around in the area. Nice. Silly show. It's like, did he dump you or something? It's just like, yeah. Fancy shirt going like, oh shit. For a book, mind you. And that is all. Honestly though, it's going to take quite a while for these two youngsters to get to the point where they're gonna be like, you know, we spent so many fucking years together. Yes, there's some love going on. Which is all nice and dandy. Let them have it small. Just at some point make some progress, you know. That'd be a very good point. Now then, fishing. I now need to remember how to fish, don't I? And look at it. Look at this. Not only do we get a nice perspective, he's actually moving around, looking around. Let's see, from this pier, which would be the best place to drop a line? To the south where the sun is hitting the water. Right on here looks nice. Come on, fishy, fishy, fish. What should I do about bait? Just the lure. Alright, let's sit back and relax and see what we come up with. Look, she even has a little fishing animation. Isn't this nice? I'm very easily pleased, aren't I? Sweet, I got a bite. This is the critical part. Or should I bring it up? Reel it in all at once. Alright, let's see what I've got. A holy boots. Curse you, holy boots. This victory is yours. Let's see. What should I do now? Now then, my dear friends, since we are fishing, and I think this is probably the only time we're going to fishing, I'm going to look this up quickly, but I think this is where we can get an achievement for fishing 10 times, which is also the maximum amount of times you can fish. What I want to look up is actually, is there any reason for me to fish beside that? You know, beside the achievement. Basically, can I get anything out of this? Fishing boat here. And luckily enough, I actually had this open beforehand. No, nobody says that there's anything important in the water. My confusion stems from a very simple point. Because you see, I'm far too used to, you know, basically I grew up on stuff like Breath of Fire, where a fishing rod usually means high quality loot. And kinda that sticks with you. Whenever there is fishing in the game, my first thing is, okay, what can I push? What can I pull up that's not a fish? Is there a dragon helmet, for example, just sitting down and I can pull it up if I just do it right? Not. Well, you know. It's just how I am. Also somebody's like, okay, the best fish is apparently a salmon. Okay. Actually, I think it is because... Wait. With the salmon you can cook something, and I think you can actually cook something pretty good. A pretty good heating item if memory serves. Change fishing spot. Where's the best place? The best place for salmon. I think it's west. Isn't this cool? It's actually changing the perspective and everything a bit. Ah, small details. Use your lure. I like it. It's small, it's simple, but it works well. Honestly though, details cost money. Yeah, it's just something I would like to point out here. Every little detail costs money. Every animation you make, every extra sound effect, every extra bloody fucking music piece you wanna have, all of that costs you money. The more little details you wanna have to make your world alive and dandy, the more money you will have to spend. And that's saying something, isn't it? Especially when you're thinking about that many details in this particular game are kinda in a way made that they will quite often be overlooked. I mean, how do you think how many people, actually there are quite a few, but how many people realistically do you think there are, comparatively speaking to the overall number of players, who will spend like 30 hours just to get to this point, because they run around like idiots and talking to everybody like every 5 minutes? Honestly, not that many now, aren't there? which is kind of a waste, but on the other hand, I can understand it. Even I'm kind of like, if I'm finished with everything and I'm like, oh, well, I have to go all the way back to Vertigate now for 2 lines of text, kind of like, is it worth it? To me personally, yes. But I can totally understand why some people would be like, nah, don't wanna. Get the point. Let's wait until it gets tired. And what do we get? What do we get? Oh. Salmon. Yes, yes, yes! Oh my god, I saw fishing! What a haul. He just beat the record for the size of best catch to date. Ah, the smugness of that face. So certain it was just a regular fish, by the way, tucked on a 9. Now she's back to thinking about how to fish, but generally speaking... And I said that I can't just tell it to, you know, continue doing the same thing over and over again. But still. I do love it. What? Pull! Pull! Another salmon. And now her face is going to give, once again, going from, yes, I'm very much happy, to very much smug. Ah, that smug face. It gets einfach smug. Isn't that nice? And back to doing the same thing again. I mean, it's free salmon, what can I say, you know? Don't change. Never change. So can we use the little turbo button to make this faster? I think I can make it a small bit faster, not much though. Cool. See? Speeds up the animations a bit. Yeah, not really that much. I'm gonna be sitting here for a moment. And don't change. Don't ever change us there. We need you just like you are. Otherwise, this would not be nearly half as fun. Yes, yes. Well, they say that practice makes perfect. Rinse and repeat. Then again, that's like my shirt. Was? Salmon at this point? And technically speaking, since at least on this platform I don't have this nice little achievement yet, I kinda want it. You know, there's one. Doing this 10 times. I shall get it. I shall get it very soon. I think we're at half time almost. How do we? I mean, 1 more times the boots we have. And 3 or 4 salmons. We're getting there. Right, that you can just listen to the music, isn't it nice? Don't even, you can close your eyes. You know everything else, just listen to the nice background music and me rambling like an idiot. That too is something, sadly, I cannot help you with. You kinda choose that yourself, didn't ya? Coming to this place. Satisfying. I'm kinda actually getting the idea that at some point in my future, I might actually want to go fishing again. Maybe only having fished 2 times in my life is a bit little in the long run. Then again, it kind of speaks for itself that I never felt much of a need to go back and, you know, do that again. Well, maybe. If I ever have the time to actually take a vacation, of course. I'll be surprised if that were to happen in the next years, but on us, you know. And of course, you know, if I have that much free time, the chances are that I'm just going to sit here and stream some nonsense, isn't it? A lot higher. Yes, it is, actually, technically speaking. If you have to ask us, then you're going to sit here and fish some more. Don't even ask me. Same as before, same as before. Didn't even know it, but I can apparently use this button to make the text go fast. Nice. That is going to save us some more time. Comes with the added risk of skipping something that I don't want to skip. Don't ever change your solo. Come on, Estelle. We have done this a few times now. You should quite literally know what I will do. Or have you do, to be more precise. Ha! There it is. I got my achievement. Apparently I have a hobby now. Yay! I just want to know pat myself on the shoulder very much proudly and be like, yes, I have done something hobby-like. Man, that's really starting to get dark, isn't it? You can say it was a pretty good catch after all. Check this out, Joshua. Look what I caught. And the boy question has run away. Huh? Joshua, why do you run away? Bro? What's this? Book 100 Days War seemed to have been left on the table. Still picked it up. I wonder if Joshua just forgot this. Being so sharp, he sure can miss things sometimes. I guess I just have to take it to him myself. Then again, I wonder where he could have taken off to. You're not even for a second assuming something could drag away, happen to him, or maybe he just left on his own little adventure, no? Of course not. Who am I kidding? That looks interesting. You can hold your liquor can. That's an interesting picture you got there, Sherazade. You are... I don't know. You look too smug for a drunk, honestly speaking. Think I've changed my mind about you. Come on now, drink up. Oh god. Hold on, Shara. And don't you think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves with this pace? Could interfere with tonight's... What are you whining about now? Come on, a drink, you third-rate musician. You're saying that you can't keep up with me. Yikes. Estelle, don't just sit there and watch. Do something. Sure, but we should get started. There's no stopping her. You don't have to worry. Cheryl never gets blasted. Shouldn't you be worried about me? No. Things are starting to heat up in here. Maybe I should just strip down naked. Nope. Bullshit. It goes directly against my principles as a man, but no. This could interfere with my stream somewhat fiercely, so please don't. Think of anything else, we're really going to be in trouble. Yes, Estelle, tell her. Estelle? You know, you're so cute when you talk like that. How about giving me a kiss? Do no such thing. So she's basically happy-go-lucky type, yeah? Gets a bit touchy-feely maybe, but that's it, okay? That's okay. As far as I'm concerned, as long as... Actually, women get like that, I like. Enjoyable. Is she always like this? Whenever she's on the job, she manages to behave herself. When it comes to having a drink, even my dad can't keep up with her. Is that the case? At any rate, I'm kind of interested in seeing her go wild. Am I going to pass out from the drinks first? That's really a big question. It kinda depends a bit, doesn't it? Fishes use fish purchased straight from the fishermen themselves, so you can always look forward to the freshest of fish. Fish. The boy who came with you. He hasn't come in here. Fish can be interesting. It's a nice alternative, but then again... Meat. Always, every day. First and foremost. Where did your fishing go? If you happen to catch anything good, I'll cook it up for you as part of the service. Nice. I do remember that though. We actually had something like that, somewhat of a service like that. One of the other guys who went fishing there also had a grill with him, and he would basically just sit there, do his own fishing, and then after a while, you know, would fire up the grill, and we would start getting some cool fish, just straight up done. That was cool. Also pretty damn fucking tasty, mind you. Grilled fish can be somewhat tasty. I'm a bit careful here. This is why the somewhat is in there. Because while I do remember it being tasty, it's been so long, I'm kinda, you know, not remembering it completely. But no, I will say somewhat confidently that it was really, really tasty. A lot of people who come to in for fish. Just a little while ago, an old man came here from Bose and spent all day fishing before going home. Thinking about giving it a try myself. I mean, why not? You know? It doesn't really hurt to try something new once in a while. You'll only spend another day relaxing here today. It's important to get away from your daily routine when you're worn out. When I return home, reality is waiting for me, so I better enjoy myself while I can. Actually, that's the whole point of vacation, isn't it? To get away from the usual and take a break. Which is why people, when I tell them that I haven't taken a vacation, a real vacation in like 4 years, they're like, are you sure about this? And I'm sitting here like, yes, I'm pretty damn sure that I make sure there is national holidays and stuff. Do you count your national holidays as a vacation? I don't. It's usually one day that I have free that I then spend, you know, doing all the stuff that usually stays where it is. Like, you know, doing some of the more intense cleaning that you really can't be bothered with usually. Yeah, sure. You're trying the good old fashioned staring into the distance all emo like thing. Let me tell you, my friend, the 90s are over. Emos are kinda dead. At least I hope they are. Hey there, laddie. Still going for the laddie approach. What are you doing? Whittling away, evening in a place like this. Not much. How about yourself? I'm done fishing. I'm heading back into battle. I've already had my fill. Sure, it's been a while since I did, though. Oh, that reminds me. She held out the book she found on the table. Yeah, since you were going to read, you ended up leaving your book on the table. You should be more careful with your stuff. Know that. I actually finished reading it. My eyes were starting to feel a bit tired. I thought I'd take a walk for a change. Liar. What? You're hiding your feelings again, aren't you? You know, Estelle, you will soon learn that men do this all the bloody time. We're pretty good at it, though. When we get better with age. It helps with daily life, you know. I can tell what you're doing. And besides, that's not really fair. I always find a way to cheer me up when I'm feeling down. I may not be as reliable as that. I can still give you a shoulder to lean on. Sorry. And times like these when you should say thank you and not apologize. You may be smart, you're sure. Sometimes you don't seem to know what's most important. You're probably right. Thanks, Estelle. Very good. Oh, that wasn't too bad, was it? Alright. In return, how about you play me a song on your harmonica? Yes, you wish. Is the whereabouts of light good for you, m'lady? Just adding that for effect. Yep, that's the one I wanted to hear. Gee, I still remember. I think it was during episode 1 or 2, and I was kind of like, yes, I know this song, and I almost had it right. Right off the top of my head. Another moment of shoulder patting, going like, yes, good, done, well. Now I think, wait a second here. I kinda saw this once. Just gonna take a look if I can find it. If I can find it immediately again, I'm gonna give it to you. If not, they're not. Yeah. Jesus Christ, am I a smart boy, aren't I? Well, okay, I'm going to YouTube looking for something while your life is funny because on the I can see myself like being live. That's interesting, but not what I was looking for. Trails. Ski. Because I think actually Falcom was nice enough to give us the whole soundtrack, and there should actually be the long version of that one. I'm going to see if I can snag that for you, because I'm such a nice person. Oh, that's a nice song. Is that the one? And that's the harmonica version. It's only 35 seconds. That's a bit short. Where do you hide? Where do you hide? Not true. Jesus Christ, it's a long list actually. Please don't jump to the next title. I wanted to avoid precisely that. Why? Because now it has set me back up in the list again. There we have it. Well. Not what I was looking for, that's what not what I was clicking. You mongoloid! Ah, I hate you. I mean, it is. This was the one I was clicking on though. Yeah. But as you can see, there's not just a harmonica version of it. There's actually more to this. Now, It's called default music channel, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. First, you can just do it like me, go like 12 in the sky. Ost, place. You should find it if you want to. But yeah, I just want to make sure it's still there. See, never say and would not do anything and everything in my power to give you a pleasing, most pleasing experience. Yes, yes. Shower me with praise, please. No, not really. I'm not that desperate yet. I wonder why it is. When I hear the sound of your harmonica in the evening light like this, it makes me want to cry. That's not a good thing now, is it? Or are you meaning you're emotionally touched? If we just continue with the melody. So you're still not going to ask about my past, I mean. That is right, mister. You have a past before you were a, technically speaking, bride member, family member. You promised, remember? Why don't you tell me when you felt like it, and I wasn't going to ask, right? And considering that 5 years have passed, it doesn't seem like such a big deal anymore. Yeah, it has been 5 years, hasn't it? How can you just live with me for that long? I don't have a million questions. That day, your father came home with this beat-up kid. Some random stranger who never says a word about his past. Why did you take him in like that? Well, it seemed like the obvious thing to do. Besides, your family now, ain't wrong. And like I said before, I know you pretty well. Love books, weapons geek, got a serious knack for just about anything that comes your way. Kind and fair. You've also got a way of not letting others inside, using politeness like a shield. Oh, wait a minute. And you're caring, and lonely. Of course, I don't know everything about your past. If you want to make comparisons, I don't know a whole lot about Dad's past either. But doesn't mean that me and I aren't family, right? Being a family for us is more to do with me knowing his personality, his habits, the food he likes. You know, the kinds of things that only I would know firsthand. And you're no different, Joshua. Make it nearly impossible to argue with you, you know that. Been like that since the first time we met, and you gave me that flying kick to the gut as I was lying in bed. Wounded by my dad. I remember that scene, even I was like, Estelle, calm down there. As a wounded person, jumping on them while they are lying in bed and are helpless is probably not going to help them. And you did do that. Don't even try to pretend otherwise. I swear to God, little, I'm going to go to my very own little YouTube channel, gonna go for the video and look at that. Oh, it's actually nice that I can do that, isn't it? Allows me to make jokes I would not even have thought of before. Yeah, injured and all more than once. Oh, I'm sure it was just a bit of childish play. I'm dead for my lack of social graces. Yeah, sure, nice excuse. But anyways, yeah. Let's make sure we solve this whole airliner mystery. I don't know if Dad's been captured or anything. Let's resolve this with our own hands. Oh, that's exactly what I intended to do. No boot, get back to the inn. I'm sure supper is ready by now. Great idea, I'm starving. Need to eat our fill so we're ready for tonight. Hey, we've got a Joshua in our team again. We cannot escape. But literally not. I almost forgot. Here's your book, Joshua. Oh, right. Still held out the book she found on the table. I'm actually done with it. And at this point I just end up being bulk weight. I wonder what I should do with it. Can I read it? Looks like a pretty difficult book, but I think if I spent some time with it I'd understand. I'm sure you'd be fine. There's already a lot of stuff you know in there anyway. Don't you want to take a stab at it still? Sure, I'll give it a shot. Before it's gone, it's more reading material. I have kind of found out that, well, even though I'm assuredly lacking talent when it comes to voice acting, just reading is actually something I kind of do like to do. Reading aloud. Never thought about that before. It's another one of those things where you're like, huh, interesting, I didn't even know that about myself. Turf team certainly drank a lot. Going to have to put in another order to revenue village for some food. Good. They actually managed to get you down, eh? I don't know if you'll believe me, seeing as I'm family, but my brother's decisions made with fish are something to be reckoned with. Please look forward to a meal like no other. Technically speaking, I'd say, to some degree at least, family is the most honest judge you can find. Bonus mealtime. Oh no, it's on the menu today. Fish. Food here is the one thing I can always look forward to. I do wonder, I'm not that experienced cooking with fish, so I don't know, but I can imagine there being 100,000 variations what you can do with fish. Still, I could probably do a lot more with meat. Alas, during the evening, the taste surrounding area is bathed in a beautiful orange color. They call it sunrise and sunset, lady. It's common. Very common. Doesn't make it bad though. Yeah, nice sunset can look nice. Truly they can. Hello, drunk people. Help a fellow out, I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Oh, well, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivia. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. It wasn't a night, though, to be fair. Yeah. Well, didn't the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? Well, we are going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two. When I say let's drink, we drink. You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh, great, she's already reached stage 2. Rage mode. Don't worry, Sharon. Olivia said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? Check. What? You can still drink more, can you? Yeah, sure. How could you just give me to her like that? I can't. I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? I don't know. Should I? Yep. Like a little demon. And cute at that. At the same time too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll just be fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. And running away. Please, Shara, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish, don't pour me another glass. Ah. Oh well, you really bit of far more than you can chew, my friend. And do be careful with that. Overindulgence is not a, well, good thing. Yo, yeah. Oop, he's totally blasted. Yeah, it looks like even a guy who takes his sweet time for everything could stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I'm so busy lately, I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either, from all that alcohol. You sure you haven't had some special kind of training, Shara? That could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them. I might have built up my resistance that way, but who knows. That is not how alcohol resistance works. Actually, it is a bit of a more staying in training kind of thing. It's basically like any other sort of training. If you want to have strong arms, then you go train your arms. And once your arms are strong, you should make use of that strength, because if you don't, then your muscles will deteriorate. Basically, resistance alcohol is a bit like this. If you're getting your body and your liver used to certain amounts, and after a while you can drink a bit more without, you know, getting it far. It's like with every other drug too. I'm calling it training to make it sound nicer though. So yeah, if you don't drink regular, I'm the best example for that. I can, or could in the past, drink basically around about, you know, a bottle of vodka without feeling too bad about it. Usually, you know, synth with good old cola and stuff, but you get the idea, right? That's a lot of alcohol, technically speaking. The secret to drinking long and much is A, training and drinking, and B, pacing and mixing right. There's a reason why you should drink in between some water, because alcohol has a bit of a diuretic effect on you, which is a pain in the ass. Yeah, pacing and training. Well, I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now. You wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we have the direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. Getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it all wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivier drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. He thanked me in the long run too, after his raging hangover, anyway. And so that whole time, you're just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Sorry beginners get steak out around tea. Let's get around the issue, Sheriff. I do love Estelle's little smug face. It's just such a nice little thing, isn't it? Quite you. For the time being, we're going to circle up the farm here. Understood. Alright then, let us go. Look, Sheriff, please, I can't take another. If you are still capable of speaking with that much clearness, you can still drink. If you reach the point where you can't even tell people that you want to stop drinking because you're so bloody drunk that what comes out of your mouth sounds only like and even when you are sitting, well, more precisely lying on the ground, you see everything is moving because now the ground is wobbling like the sea. Yeah, then you have reached the point where you should probably stop drinking. Lloyd is staring at an open map. It appears to be a map of Valeria Lake. Hardly any structures on the west side. I didn't get many bites either. The one I'm getting on the east side are small-sized fish. Guardian probably won't appear in either of these two places. That's the best thing I can do is continue fishing from the shore. Going to catch the Guardian this time for sure. Well, it's good to have goals. You get that much. Good evening. Seeing another group of lodgers is something I enjoy. I'd love to keep company with you, if that would be alright. And the neighbors, kinda nice. Mother seems to be enjoying the atmosphere. I was the first person to recommend the inn to my mother. Now she invites me to come here with her every year. This isn't good, you found a good place and everybody enjoys it. And as I kinda said it before, but I think your father is also enjoying himself very much. The gentleman with you seems to have drunk a lot. Is he going to be alright? If you would like, I can bring you some water. Yeah, bring us some water and something salty, please. Everybody's going to need that shit in the morning. Are you going out? If you're going to fish at night, you're going to need an open light, or you won't be able to see. We're kinda doing something a bit different than just fishing. Mind you. We are out for catching something, just not fish necessarily. We are hoping to catch something a bit more special, let's say. Also, do you hear that slight little background music for the night? Kinda nice, too. I like it. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here. Do you think they really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, move around too much. There's the possibility we'll be seen and they'll take off. The Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road. Might be a good idea to watch the area. Right? Where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. Maybe one of the balconies? I'm just going to take a fucking guess here. Is there a balcony in front? Yes, of course there is a balcony in front. Can I actually just go to the road? No. Just like we don't need to hit the road now. These aren't the droids you're looking for. No. It's actually a bit funny now that I think about it. Such nonsensical little statements kinda stay with you, even though honestly sci-fi is not my main thing, my main gig. Hey, what's that? Oh, so loco vaticato founto. Well, looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, seems that way. You know, that's why the middle of the day, you could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quite token nonsense. We're outlaws, remember? Well, we found ourselves a Kyle, and use it. I'm not gonna say much about little, well, tomboy, Estelle calling tomboy Rosette. But Kyle is a Kyle, and that is going to be all you need to know about him. Now, let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle! Little Sky Bandits. My. My. Should have known it'd be them. It looks like they're headed for the far pier. Know what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try to get as close as we can without being noticed. Doop. Can I actually go up here and go like... okay, no. Seems like that's not smart. It's not the move we want to see. I should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. I think they are so superior. And to be honest, kinda scary. No doubt about that. They're quite the clandestine bunch. There's just not much we can do about it. There's a lot of them done. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, I can hear every word they're saying too. Hey Kat, don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's just not like him, if you ask me, you know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing. Well, I admit it was lucrative. Now we've got the army clamping down on us on full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. He's gonna take hostages and demand a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. Things are getting too tough for you. You're always welcome to try salvaging your life back home. It shouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't get your sights too high. Though admittedly, it's a bit colder than Libelle. Yeah. Maybe you could just treat me like a kid and I'm not going to get angry. I guess you'll get by without me, but with your crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry. I really want to go back to burnt toast, to turning your underwear inside out. Okay. I see your point, and I really am sick of toast. Burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, heading back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Expect us to just keep fishing for ransom. We should take what we can get. I like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. I think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up. That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like that. Yeah, I was the one who introduced us to those other guys too. Might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy? IT? That's certainly a good question. Huh? What's that over there? What's that? Looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Well, you look at that. Via boat. Interesting. Where would you be coming from then? That is actually the problem. Valero Lake is fucking big and it's spanning basically every possible region, so they could be coming from quite literally everywhere. Looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? I would have come a little earlier for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, we are trained to be punctual. In that case, you're a military man, aren't you? You're trained to be punctual. But that it pleases you, let me offer my sincerest apology. But relax, I was just being sarcastic. I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now, how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously, we're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pockets. I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, huh? How about Royal Army? Is there any indication that they figured out where our hideout is? Not yet. Only a matter of time until they do. I have received reports that members of the Brazier Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. You just happen to run into the temporary shelter by chance. Don't shouldn't have any regrets about it either. Okay. Way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Shara? We just storm in, shoot them all, let Eidos sort them out? I got a much better idea. Bad idea. These siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandit's airship is parked somewhere nearby. Not much we could do if they got away again. How about we try taking that out first? I see. Take away the means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? He was looking somewhat scary there for a second. Oh, right. Check out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think it's a good idea too. What's wrong? Face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. I've got to get out onto the road to start looking for the airship because I finished the meeting. Just because I'm interested. What would happen if I'm like, we need to find that airship first. Let's set up the road and start searching for it. Okay, so the game would not let me just screw this over, yeah? And actually talk to the people inside. Have they more to say? No, the man is still the same. No, nothing new. Okay. Oops. Okay, to the road we shall go, looking for an airship. I'm betting on the tower. But I took to the road in search of the location of the airship. And... yeah, of course. It was right next to the tower. Ah, so they parked in front of the Amble Tower, huh? It's definitely the perfect place to land. It's off the main road. What do you want to do, Shira? We subdue them. That's one way to go about things. There's more than double the number the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. How about we take them all out at once? I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Oh, Ollie? Keep it down. Oh, they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? Can't believe you're standing here after the state you ran before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Yeah, come on, I'll let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road. I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. I should have hit you down all that brandy at once. You'd have been put to sleep for good if you'd done that, Sheriff. But anyway, getting these guy bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. If you subdued them all and managed to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where the hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. But do we have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Boy, do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay. If you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. I can see what his plan is from a mile away. We're going to hide on the bloody airship and let them carry us right into their hideout, aren't we? Sky Bandit Aaron. Hi, you're that. Good to see you made it back. Didn't think you'd be gone so long. Oh, talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah. We're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. What you're saying is... Yep, we'll be getting ransom money within a few days. And we finally one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it! Sweet! Cool it down, guys. It's a little too early to get excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Dawn. Alright everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. Roger that. Everybody is happy, peppy, feeling good about themselves. Yeah, the temperature outside is 69. Nice. 0.8 degrees with 15% humidity. There's a southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 km. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine and begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Hey sir, orbital engine activated. Your orbital engine is a radar. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright, lift off. Aye aye sir. I can tell you we're on that ship. We're on a ship like a bitch. Set the drive rate to 40%. Maintain cruising speed. However, make sure that we can switch to battle speed at any time. Why so? Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah, I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Don first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. It's odd, I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. I can see you still hiding under the chairs. You're standing there like... Oh, come the fuck on, are you seriously telling me that is the entrance to the hideout? Fuck's sake. Boing, 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 boing. Boy, I'm a bit tired. Since we came here, my night and days have been completely reversed. Just got to tough things out a little longer. And we can say goodbye to this horrible life. Don is our leader, we can't go wrong. But, don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? He's kind of scary to talk to these days. Oh, would you knock that crap off? Hello, just heard what you're talking about. Beat you upside the head. It's just that... I'm sure he's just tired from lack of sleep. Let's hurry, finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now, if you'd like. Your nose. You're too late. Bing! They are indeed too late. Oh, you wanna be the normal Sky Bandit, yes? Yeah, you go down like a sack of shit if you're dead, little in the way of health. Technically speaking, this is a surprise attack, isn't it? We should get all the bonies of that. Bling! Bling! It never stood a chance. Olivier. Yeah, such a little funny guy. Yeah, looks like we were able to get there. To get here without any trouble. Amazed that this little plan actually worked. I don't have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. Wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught, stowing away. Well, even if we were discovered, we just have to take control of the airship. And we would have had an advantage fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers mean nothing without space to maneuver in. Well, yeah, so I thought that far ahead, taking all of these factors into account, huh? Not in a million years, are you kidding? I sometimes thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. We would have been better off if we said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Naval Valley. The Naval Valley, like the one on the border of both and Roland. Oh, it turns out it's so misty outside. There's definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height, which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, didn't seem to help us much in getting in here. But anyhow, I don't have time to be hanging around here. I'll need to subdue these Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassius too. Right? On the road. Now the poor little bandits are down and they're not even interactable objects any longer. Can I actually... Yeah, I can just jump onto their ship and go like, ha ha ha, I'm now going to scratch all of the paint of your little airshipy. Actually, there's a healing station here, isn't there? They're gonna be so pissed off, like, what? You stow away? You're a criminal, aren't you? Who is really talking here about criminality, eh? You bitch boys. Oh, then, probably a good idea to save. Well, and in room 1 we have nothing, and in room 2 we have nothing. Giant ass load of nothing. Great start. Bling. Quite the amount of enemies though. I do not find that all that pleasing, I will admit. I'm interested in how much damage they can actually do. Oh, Red Spring actually poisons me, okay. That is indeed not pleasing at all. Ouch, more poison. I do not find this very likable. Poison is not nice. In fact, I would go so far as to say absolutely atrocious even. Could you go away, kitty? I will soon-ish give you some time. Chest. Scorpion. Chest is already empty. You double dipper. Damn. Now Scorpion sounds like a weapon, doesn't it? And I will... Yeah, that's... a whip. Okay. This is gonna get annoying fast. Mostly because I don't really know where to go. Okay. Chest is empty. Makes you wanna cry, doesn't it? Jeweled ring. Chest is empty. Tragic. Tragic indeed. The voices of some men can be heard. But like some sort of grunts. Shall we rush the room? Rush in. Bam. Huh? Ooh, you guys new around here. Can you have freaking dreams? These guys are real. But if you're not new here, then who you are? But you're supposed to be intruders. Bingo! You have the bracer guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. At that, we won't give you up without a fight. Boom, boom, bing, bing, bing. Of course you're gonna fight me. If Flicker would kindly work on more than just one person, that would be ideal, but... I mean, what can you do, really? As the damage wise, they're not really that damaging, or are they? I think they're trying really hard, but still, you know, pretty damn pathetic. Little Hurricane. Well, to be fair, Hurricane is a nice attack, but the damage is just... nothing special, I suppose. Now, I really should start setting things up in a way that would actually give me... things. Multiple hits. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. Quick draw. Nice. Damn it. Not enough, eh? Not that I'm overly worried, mind you. Also, thanks for moving together. That's very nice of you. Yeah. done with crafts alone. Nice. Look. Alright. Where are the hostages? If you don't start talking, there are going to be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Yeah. Honesty. I'm quite gentle with you. I don't think for a second you're allowed to pass out yet. If you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Hey, set down below! Some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Where are your leaders? Kyle and Josette, right? Get it, lady. Do your worst. I want to tell you where they are. The hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell out your bosses, huh? There's only one thing left to do. Yes. Check. Holy Straggers. Sure is as unforgiving as ever. Nice. Ah, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shira. Yeah, I would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. Looks like the hostages are being held down below. That's hurry. I'm sure there are some people out there who will be like, getting whipped sounds like a nice time. Yeah, no. I somehow doubt that's going to turn out to be a nice time. Surprisingly enough, whips hurt. I know. Surprising story, but sadly a very true story. I mean, those things are worth quite a nice bit of XP. I kinda actually want to stay down here and do a lot of training, actually, but I don't think that is reasonable. Oh. I got your backside, I got your backside. Oh, you die. Just as is right and proper. How far actually are we? We are still far away from level 17. And Olivier is still relatively far away from level 16. That's saddening, but... what can you do? Oh, we're down below. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bandits to have built. It seems pretty ancient. Almost feels like a stronghold of some sort. I agree, this place is pretty old. A lot of people used hidden forts like this on as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. It doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. The Great Collapse. The collapse of the ancient Sumerian civilization, which existed more than 1,200 years ago. Said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. No, I mean like Professor Alba said before. I tell you what though, being a place this hard to find, someone's got some seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention, there are all sorts of monsters lurking around in here too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Vera. Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? A very interesting bunch, I'm going to assume. Ooh, Strager arms, eh? Chest has nothing left to offer you. Don't lie to me, Chest. I swear to God. Oh, she already has Strager arms, though. Yes, you shall get some nice little Strager arms then. Hello, monster. You shall be my next HP meal. Bye bye. And I guess we're going to go from left, right. Bear assault. What the fuck is a bear assault? It's empty. Of course you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? Yeah, no, it's not dead, then it's a gun, isn't it? Yeah, no, yeah, there it is. The result. Does not sound like much of a gun, but alas. Oh. What's this? I'm guessing it's an orbital vacuum. Looks like the newest model. It was probably stolen. Interesting. Huh? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. I found a black notebook. A notebook. Yep. Yeah, it does look like to me. It's something like this too inside a vacuum. Yeah, it's probably something important. So hold on to it just in case. Yeah, good idea. Black. Oh, wait. I was thinking like, what sort of thing do we actually look for? And let's see if we can actually look inside. Can I not look inside that thing? Notebook found inside a vacuum. Nonsense, the growth of numbers are written inside. Oh, yeah. This is the fucking hidden ledger, isn't it? The one that Nigel was like, I sure hope nobody finds my hidden ledger. But the Sky Bandits stole it, so what do I care? Yeah. Nonsensical growth of numbers, yeah. That is how most business information would look to an uninformed person. That's why my Texas guy is always having so many questions, like, okay, what is this, what is that, what is those? Please explain in detail. I'm sitting like, okay, we have time. Yes, it's going to take a while. It does not look like, yeah, let's detect this. Fucking monsters, let me tell ya. We blinded it. And we're healing. Slowly but surely. You idiot, you're blind. A monster inside here. Well, not overly worried just yet, but alas. Also, we are kinda running out of time, which is not a good thing. Mostly because I'm assuming there's gonna be a relatively lengthy scene if we actually manage to beat up the Sky Bandits. Tish is probably a bit of a problem. Maybe I will actually have to make do with a cliffhanger for once. This kinda looks like the way forward. Yes, it is the way forward. And I'm like, maybe there's actually more on that one, but there's not. Voices of some men can be heard. I can hear somebody talking again. Shall we rush the room? We are going to rush. Rush! Where are you guys supposed to be? Princess? How'd you get in here? Looks like the hostages are being held. The room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly. Why not? Don't kid yourself. Let's get him! Jam. Actually, probably not a bad idea to just go for full murder damage. Most because I don't think we actually have much of a chance to actually get everything done. Nice and timely fashion. We will need to take some time and energy. Can I really only ever get through, eh? Saddening. Really saddening. Nice, what can you do? Oh, and once more. They're going down. I mean, they're trying really hard, but look at that. Olivier has almost done it. Almost up to our level. What's going on out there? Seems a bit loud for just an internal squabble. Is everyone alright? I'm here with the Bracer Guild. I've come to rescue you. Seriously, we're saved. We're taking care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Nee. Been saved. Grant, Captain of the airliner Linde. I'm now to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. You can thank us after we've gotten you out of here. By the way. Doesn't look like he's here. Oh. Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. This is everybody who was on the Linde, including crew and passengers. Yeah, can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Oh, Cassius Bright? I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left. Right, now that you mention this, there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there was this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City. And he did seem to have such a name, if I remember correctly. What? His name was on the passenger list. Since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. It would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and trains were left as they were. And that's what happened to them. I thought it would have been awfully strange if they had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Oh, wait a minute. Then, what is that doing? Something this big going on. Why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Esther. I know you're as curious to know as I am. Thinking about it now. It's not going to get us anywhere. The focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay. You're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go after the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you all must feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. You'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. This was the first time I'd ever ridden on an airliner. I think that something like this would happen. My poor girl, scared for life. Oh, I'll finally be able to get home to Sais. Oh, have you been here? Must be dreaming or something. Not saved yet, old man. Are you guys braces? I'm going to arrest the nice girls. I wonder what's going on with my store right now. Don't worry, man. Your girlfriend has kinda taken over. Thank you. More than myself, I'm glad to know Atget's been saved. An empty poor child Atget for some bloody reason. Thanks for coming to our rescue, Bracers. Now we'll finally be able to return home. Those cabin has ripped off everything I bought at the Bose market. Make sure to get my stuff back, Bracers. Try my best. I'll finally be able to get back to my travels. Being stuck here has put a real kink in my plans. All things considered, I'm surprised you were able to find a get to this place. Being a bracer must be a tough occupation, huh? Can be better, can be worse. Well, I thought this was the end of us for sure. Something just not right about the look in that Sky Bandit's boss eyes. Thank you for saving us. All of the passengers are safe and sound. No one's sick or injured either. That's good. The way they ripped out the Linus engine, I'd kept it in such good repair all this time. Never forgive them for that. Mechanics pride, eh? I'm glad that we're safe. What happened to the Linde? They were blindfolded, so we never exactly saw what happened. Ship is okay, engine not so much. I knew you'd come to save us. Thank you. Sure we will. I'm pretty sure the Sky Bandit leaders are somewhere on the lowest level of this place. Be careful, all of you. Now, if normal gameplay loops are something to go by, then we should, technically speaking, find a save point before taking the leader. So I hope. As in, you know, a healing point. There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. There's a dead end. Oh, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? Nice. This was a secret door. It's quite a neat little trick here. Don't expect anything less from a secret port. This looks like it's a corner of the Naval Valley. Sure, should we help the hostage escape first? Oh, we need to take out the Sky Bandit boss first. Protect while attempting to escape? There's no way we'll be able to protect that many people. Oh, that's true. Then how about we get back in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this fine operation? While I'm all for going back and healing, I'm not really planning on doing so. Nice. Trish is offended that you have returned. Was the first time not good enough for you? No, chest. Don't get me wrong, the first time was just so unbelievable good. I came back for a second time. Now, I'm assuming... Yeah, let me take it up here. Yeah. This is the room where the boss fight is going to happen. And I'm more than out of time. Technically speaking, I'm a lot late than I wanted to be, but alas. What can you do? Playtime is playtime. So I will actually have to, well, somewhat cockblock you here. I rarely do this because I personally don't find it much enjoyable, but tomorrow is still a long day. So, that in mind, I shall bid you adieu for the moment. Have a good one and all that, and oh yes, I shall be back tomorrow on Friday. Sadly enough with this, so you will quite literally be cock-blocked for the moment. But with Pillars of Eternity, as usual, also a very nice little one to play. And then comes, hopefully, a long Saturday. So, probably at the earliest, this little gem you will see on Sunday again. It's not that long. I'm sure you can endure that long. I hope. But seriously, I would like to continue, but I just don't have another half an hour to an hour to spend. That's how it is. So, once again, let me start from the top and let me bid you adieu. Have a good one, and yeah, thank you for dropping by as usual. I do appreciate it. It's always nice. As I said, I shall be back tomorrow, most likely only in the evening, because I will actually have to do some, you know, more preparatory work, so we can actually get then the Saturday off, most likely. It's still not completely safe, mostly it is. As I said before, I'm cautiously optimistic, you know. As in, I will wake up in the assumption that things will work out, and I will try to give you a clear answer tomorrow, and no. We shall see, after all. Yeah, but that is all. So, for the moment, bye-bye again. And, well, see you soon, technically.